What's up, guys? I'm Reserv. You are tuning in to WNYU 89.1 FM in the basement. Come on now, let's do this. I'm going to be playing some songs for you today.
Oh man, why does it go like that? Oh Lord, tell me, are you sure? Last calling bad move as I think of it. Last calling bad move as I think of you. Baby, that's a long way too. Baby, that's a long way to do anything that you want me to. Baby, that's a long way to. Baby, that's a long way to. Last calling bad move. I think of you. Oh man, why does it go like that?
Hello, welcome to WNYU. My name's Snyder, and I'm here with the lovely
Reserv on 89.1 FM.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Tune in. I'd love for you to kind of tell us a little bit about yourself. We were just talking earlier. You said this is your first interview, and we're so proud that you chose to do it with us.
Yeah,
we're
dude.
so happy to have you.
People have they've asked me to interview me before. I really wanted to have the first one be cool, and after doing the set yesterday with you guys, I was like, these are the guys.
Fabulous.
I want doing it.
Awesome. We're so happy to have you.
This song is called Ballroom Dancer, My Girl. There's a comma in there somewhere. I don't even know, but it's a good song. Dance to it at home if you want to. I think you should.
To the
How'd you feel about that? Yeah?
How did you get started making music? Like, have you been making it since you were a kid, or was it something you got into later?
I got into making music when I was 16. It was like the summer when I was 16. This was 2017 now. And my buddy Joseph, we like, you know, it was 2017, so it was all like Lil Uzi and like, you know, X and Lil Peep, all that stuff.
The year everyone likes to
Suicide
reminisce
Boys.
about.
Yeah, I know, yeah. And he at a certain point he started producing, and it just like I was so like enamored by it, and I was like, yo, like let me do some. Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, it just kind of clicked with me.
As someone who, I guess you could be classified, I don't know if you want to accept this label, but one might classify you as a bedroom artist or a bedroom musician
pop
of sorts.
Oh, you make bedroom pop, bro?
Yeah,
no.
You don't have to lock in with that if you don't want. But what I wanted to ask is, that's like a very solitary process, and your music is very personal, and I like when I listen to it, you know, I relate to a lot of things, just making my own meaning from it. And it seems it's like very emotional, and I was wondering, as someone who makes music alone majority of the time, do you think that makes it more personal and it ends up becoming more intimate because of that?
I think making music like fully by yourself, it sounds like you, like more so. Like I was trying to make a beat last night at like 4 with Keyblade 808. His name is Marshall.
Shout out Keyblade.
Shout out Keyblade. Nicest guy you'll ever meet in your life.
Hell yeah.
And it's so hard for me to work with people because I'm so particular. Like if I'm working on something, like I'm the director. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's amazing, but it's so hard for me. So it's just like it just makes more sense. And plus, like, I make so much bad stuff all the time. Like, I don't want anybody to hear like my work in progress thing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like everything that comes out is like 1% of like what I make. So
got you.
But cool. I think it's different for everybody. For me, it works to do solo. Like, you know,
cool.
It's kind of like escaping into the void for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Just like working on this stupid like little twinkly pop song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just like channel everything.
Yeah, you know? Exactly.
This song is called The Other Side. I should probably talk into the microphone. This song is called The Other Side. I think it's pretty good.
My best to hold on to. I warn you, my word doesn't go as far as it used to. I'll take say to nobody but yourself. You can tell me everything, but can you take my time and spend it all on giving it up another try? But don't ask me when, oh where, oh why, 'cause we both know there's no way to win except pushing through to the other side. Can you take my time and giving it another try?
Thank you.
You were also telling me yesterday that you are influenced by video games a lot. What are some
yeah.
of your favorite video games and franchises to
Ooh.
draw influence from, and what were you playing as a kid
As a kid,
that hooked you?
I just remember like getting a used N64 for Christmas one year. It was like 2007, I think. So I was 6, about to be 7. And yeah, we got Majora's Mask, we got Smash Bros, Donkey Kong 64.
Nice.
But I grew up like just playing those like at the N64, and then we got the Wii the next year for Christmas.
Mhm.
And mostly I want to say 90% of what I grew up with was like Nintendo stuff. So like
Nice. Yeah.
yeah, anything adjacent to that, like Pokemon or Animal Crossing was like probably my first game that I like binged like when I
Nice.
was like 7 or 8. City Folk on the Wii.
Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like more than any other like platform, Nintendo was always like they're what I think about when I think about
Oh,
video
yeah.
game music, like the classic, legendary, like the Mario theme song, obviously anything
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda.
Well, I mean, then that's all Koji Kondo, and then there are a
Yeah.
few more composers.
Yeah.
They just like, at least back then, and I honestly fell off the Nintendo bandwagon like probably 10 years ago. Since the Wii U era, I just haven't been really into it. But
Word.
they used to really put their whole, self into like the games. I know they're like a company.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like ride them, but like
No.
they just like really cared,
Mhm.
and you could sense that in the games. So
Nice.
yeah, Nintendo.
Beautiful.
I just love Nintendo games, and then also like any kind of visual novels, like
Cool.
Persona, like
Yeah.
and I
Classic,
love
for sure.
I love stuff like that. So
That's awesome. Where do you find yourself making music the most?
where?
Yeah. Like physical space. Where?
I don't have a room where I live, so I sleep on the couch. It's just like it's like in the living room, like
Cool.
yeah. And so that's whenever everybody else is out of the house.
Cool. And so this is a nerdy question of my own, but what DAW do you use to produce?
FL Studio.
FL Studio. Oh yeah, shout out FL Studio.
Everybody that I ever talked to is like, you have to switch to Ableton. I'm like, I don't care. Really at all.
As you should.
Like
As you should.
if I can push a button and it makes a sound, I will use whatever DAW that is. So
Hell yeah.
but FL Studio is just the one that I've used it's the one I like learned without like tutorials for like, years.
Yeah. I also feel like, in like just in like scenes where there's like big collections of people on Discord who are all like, kids who are alone making music in their rooms.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've been in so many servers like that, and I've met so many people through there, and everybody's so willing to like share knowledge.
That's
do you,
true.
Do you have anybody that you met early on in your career that was like really helped like show you some things or helped you get to where you are now, like specifically?
I would say the person that helped my production the most was actually in person, and that was Mimicskate.
Word.
She like her process is so crazy. Like working with her, like she's somebody that I can actually work with because she's also really particular.
Got it.
So she allows me to be particular too.
Yeah.
Like she's just like, all right, like you can
Yeah.
do your stupid little like thing.
Sure.
Here, if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, she helped me, and that was just like last year. Like she totally helped. Like she showed me stuff
awesome.
that I was like, "What does that button do?" And she was like, "Oh, it does this, this, and this." And I'm like, "Whoa, okay." Like crazy. Back then though, like back for like 2019, 2020, it's just like emulating artists. That's what helped me.
For sure. Yeah.
So trying to do this thing in this way, even though I know that's not how they did it, I'm gonna try it this way.
For sure.
And it sounds like something a little bit new, you know?
Definitely.
But mostly it was like very early on, like vocal tutorials. It's never really been production tutorials at all.
Gotcha.
That I've watched. But yeah.
Awesome.
This song is called Confidential, off of my 2022 album In the Shape Of. An oldie, but a goodie. That's what I like. That's what I like to call it. Let's go with that.
Sometimes somebody will back me up. Sometimes I'm less than a fraction. Sometimes I don't know what comes out. I don't know what stays in passing. Next to me, I love to leave my cards spread on the table. Say to me, I love you, please. I want to tell the tale. I'm still the one asking why. Am I the only one without time? You're so confidential. You make me feel like a child. I'm tired of the oxygen mask. Paper to my lips. I'm getting attached. I'm getting attached to this. Waking up, I was sleeping for hours and hours and hours last night. It don't make sense. I'm still exhausted from this. Sometimes somebody will back me up. Sometimes I'm less than a fraction. Sometimes I don't know what comes out. I don't know what stays in passing. Next to me, I love to leave my cards spread on the table. Say to me, I love you, please. I want to tell the tale. I'm still the one asking why. Am I the only one without time? You're so confidential. You make me feel like a child. I'm still the one asking why. Am I the only one without time? You're so confidential. You make me feel like a child.
Thank you.
So you have an album called A True Romantic Comedy.
I do, yeah.
What are your favorite romantic comedies?
Notting Hill, Lost in Translation. That's kind of a romantic comedy.
Okay. I'd agree.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, obviously. Everybody
Absolutely.
says that one now, though.
That's a good one.
Oh God, there's so many, dude. Oh, Blue Jay, from 2016. gut-wrenching movie, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh my Jesus.
I'll have to check that out.
They use a song called Jim Kane by Bill Callahan. I was going through a breakup at the time, and I was listening to that song all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm watching the movie, and then they play that. Like, it's just like, oh, dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
That movie is so. Oh my God, I can't. It's like an hour and a half too. It's so good. Blue Valentine with my boy Rygaz, the Goose, and what's her name is in it too. She's awesome. And then Take This Waltz. Same actress as in Blue Valentine, but has Seth Rogen.
Oh.
It's like a serious romantic drama. It's not a comedy, but
Whoa,
that one.
Seth
is
Rogen in
just,
serious movies.
No, dude, I've never seen him in a serious role, and he was really good.
Wow.
That movie is crazy. I think it's Take This Waltz.
Hell yeah.
And then
Another one for the list. Definitely.
yeah, I'm trying to think, but I can't think of anything more.
Okay.
I've watched so many. That's like all that's all the movies I watch.
No, I love romantic comedies. It's so like sometimes I feel like I watch so many things that they're like I come out of it at the end and I'm like mentally exhausted a little bit, and then I watch a romantic comedy and it's like I know it's leading to like a really satisfying cathartic ending.
A
lot of the time. Sometimes
a lot
not.
of the movies that I watch end in like the most like soul crushing, like demented, twisted, like oh my God.
Okay, so we have like different perspectives.
No, but also I love like oh God, there's this one from like 2005 with Dane Cook.
Well,
Dane Cook and I think like Jessica Simpson or like her sister.
Okay.
It's so bad. But it's like an hour and a half, and it's like classic, like mid-budget rom-com movie from like the mid-2000s. It's like so good. It's so good.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
Can you tell I like the movie?
No. Well, so on the topic of movies, I have one more movie question for you, if you're not too tired of it. So from In Life I'm in Love, one of my favorite songs from that project is Bill Murray movie.
It's Swords 2, my boy from Atlanta.
That and I will mention 3-Page Letter with Scribbles on it with Caden.
Love
that song.
That one, honestly, that was my favorite track before the album came out. That one is really good. I really like that. And
I love that song.
Yeah, that.
So real quick, I have a question about that song.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Bill Murray movie?
What about Bob?
Few?
What about Bob?
Classic.
As him, Richard Dreyfuss, a few other people. It is the most underrated 90s comedy movie of all time, in my opinion. It is so good. Every line is quotable. The music is awesome. I think not Danny Elfman, but somebody else did the score. It's like perfect 90s comedy, like just like, oh my God, it's so good.
Beautiful.
And then Lost in Translation. And then, whatever, Wes Anderson movies that he's in. I liked him in like the Royal Tenenbaums.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's awesome. I love Bill Murray. I do not care what anybody says. I love Bill Murray.
No, Bill Murray is a legend. Yeah. Rest in peace.
Is he dead?
Is he dead? Is he not
He's
dead?
not dead.
Am I tripping? I'm thinking of the wrong person.
No, but he's old. He's getting
not
up there, baby.
Yeah, no, that's like that Zach Fox clip where he's like, "Yo, R.I.P." Oh my God, who was he shouting? It was on the Kenny Beats show. He was like, R.I.P. Betty White. She ain't for when she dies, because I know it's coming up.
It was. Didn't she?
Anyway.
She just turned 100 or something.
Yeah. Shout out Betty White.
Shout out Betty White. I love Golden Girls.
I hope Betty White never dies.
I watched so much Golden Girls with my mom.
Golden Girls is fantastic.
So good.
It's a great show.
So good.
So going back to 3-Page Letter with Scribbles on it, that song inspired my next question, which is, that and a few other songs. I mean, mostly all of your music, but a lot of your songs it kind of feels like conversations almost.
Yeah.
At least to me. I don't know if you feel that way at all, but I wanted to more ask, like, how do you go into things like lyrics wise? Like, what's your writing process? Do you have one? Does it change?
It's like I either like write songs or I have a journal. Like it's either or. So it's like might as well make a song out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Yeah.
For sure. And do you usually do you produce, or do you write everything and then produce something based off of what you have written?
Usually I'll have I'll work on them in tandem.
Okay.
Because otherwise it sounds like one of them is out of place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally. So the demos like progress together.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
or the parts of it. Yeah.
sometimes I'll take something that I've written before and I put it into a song. That's why I write so much stuff down all the time, because sometimes like you'll revisit like an old piece of chicken scratch, receipt paper drawing that you did, and it's like, oh, I get this now.
It'll just have, like, a
8
line
months
on
later,
it or
yeah, and
something.
it's just like it's important to document. I'm a documenter.
Definitely.
I'm a fan of documenting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. And so you have a really cool visual aesthetic, like album covers wise, and I feel like some of the like promo and like flyers you'll post, or like all your music videos have like a really interesting like aesthetic to them. Do you have like a vision that you try and fit them all together into, or is it kind of just like each video is its own thing?
Each video is its
And-
own thing,
yeah.
pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's just like what I think of doing at
Yeah.
the time. You know what I mean? I think if you put too much thought into like, I want it to look this way,
Mhm.
that's when you start making like just
Yeah.
It's like nobody wants to watch that. You know,
True,
you know what I
true.
mean? Like,
Because some people get caught up in making their entire like all of their albums progress one into the other, and they're like the
Yeah.
same aesthetic but different shades of the same thing.
it's just like nobody. I don't know. Some people might like that. I don't. They don't need to listen to my music though. You know what I mean?
I think in some cases it works. But
yeah. Like, I mean, look at Radiohead's discography. They went
Right.
from the Bends to OK Computer to Kid A, like to
Yeah.
In Rainbows. Like, people don't really want the same thing over and over. They
It's
think
true.
they want it.
It's true.
They think, oh, I want more of this song. But if you make another album like your last album, they're gonna be like, oh, he hasn't progressed as an artist.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, you just got to do what is on your mind at the time, because that's what's gonna be the best.
Definitely.
In my professional opinion.
Yeah.
Being a professional.
We're all professionals around here. Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. So what can we expect from you in the next year? And what would you say your goals are?
Keep
if you
being
had
awesome.
to give some.
Keep
being awesome?
Yeah, keep being awesome. No,
That's a great answer. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Like, are you sure?
Are you
No.
sure? Are you
No,
sure?
I think you should keep being awesome.
Is that your final answer? No. I have an album coming out at some point. I don't have a date.
new album?
But I have
You heard it here
that.
first.
Heard it here first.
Maybe not. Maybe not
Maybe
first.
not. Well, no, I announced it like literally like 7 months ago. I was like, I'm working on the 5th Reserv album. 5th? How is it 5? I don't know.
It's a lot of albums. You've got a lot of music out.
Too much music.
I
Too much
disagree.
music. I need to
disagree.
start taking albums down. No,
I
but
disagree.
uh,
Please leave Skylines consume you up.
Ah.
Please and thank you for me and all the fans.
okay, for you, I will.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Album. More shows.
God bless. So we were just saying, you've got a show coming up in London
Yes,
later
sir.
this week.
On Friday in 4 days. It's gonna be me, Mimicsgate, Fake Mink, Helica,
Hartophalian.
Hartophalian.
Sorry.
No. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Fabulous.
I miss London a lot, just like I miss here a lot whenever I leave.
Have you been to London a lot?
I went for like a month
Mhm.
last year for 10 days, and then a few days later I went back for like 3 weeks.
Nice.
And overstayed my welcome. That is too long to stay with somebody. Just FYI, to sleep on their couch, that is too long. I was staying with I was staying with Mimicsgate, and
Word.
too long.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Well, best of luck at your show in London.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
for coming
you
out.
for having me.
This has been great. This is Kurt from WNYU signing off with.
This is not Kurt from WNYU. I'm Reserv signing off. 89.1 FM.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a great day.
Peace.
Peace.